Okay, so how to use your interactive monitor. We're going to give an example here in this video of one of the ways this interactive monitor can come in handy when teaching in one of these flex rooms. So I'm first going to start by grabbing this monitor to show you how flexible it is. We can move it around and put it to where we're comfortable before we start really using it. So I'm going to grab it and bring it into myself, kind of lower the angle a little bit, get myself comfortable. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So click that share screen icon. And here we are. So let me bring my controls down here so you can see. And so now I'm going to pull up a PDF. So in this example, I'm going to pull up a PDF and show you how we can use this monitor to zoom in on it, annotate over it, and do a few more things with it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up one of my downloads that I have here. Double click this one. You know what? I will dock these over here and get them out of my way. All right, so this is pretty much, I don't know, a manual that I downloaded here to give you an example. So I wanted to show you how with two fingers, for example, we can go up and down. It works very similar to how an iPad would work, an iPhone, a smartphone these days, to where you can kind of pinch it, to zoom out. You can zoom in, two fingers to scroll. We can really get in there depending obviously on the resolution and how good that PDF document is, but we can get real tight in there and bring it to detail and share it with our class and of course with those in Zoom. Again, I shared this screen. Can't stress that enough to make sure that the students and the students in class and the students on the call, on the Zoom call, are both seeing the same thing. So up top in Microsoft Edge, which is by default the application that your PC in the classroom is going to open a PDF with, on top, we have some tools. So I'm going to go ahead and press draw, for example, with my finger. And I can go ahead and start annotating real life here. Anything I want to kind of show my students. I can change ink. I can change thickness. It's got some pretty neat features in there. Then I can take my two fingers or, one hand and pinch in and pinch out and scroll through that document. Excuse me, two fingers. Scroll through that document how I'd like. And as you can see, it pastes that ink on the document. So if I were to share it and, give it a new name for what we annotated in class today, I can then send that out to my students or keep it in my files. The pen can also be used to do the same thing. So you can use your finger if that's easy enough for you, or if you want a little more precision, you can grab that pen and do the same thing with it. All right. So that's one example, a PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. No, I don't want to save my changes. And I'm going to go ahead and start a new share to show you the Zoom's version of a whiteboard, a digital whiteboard. So your control panel's here. I'm going to hit new share. If you're not already sharing, it's the same option. You just hit that share icon. Let me bring it into here so you can see it. And now I'm going to select whiteboard. So by me pressing whiteboard, I'm going to hit share. And now it just brings up a nice white canvas for me to do what I want. So let me get my controls out of here one more time. These are my drawing tools. I can definitely dock these up top, max this out. And now, you can use your mouse, or I can use my finger, or I can grab that pen. And I have a nice big whiteboard here that I can use for anything I want to do. And then when we're done, we can clear it, clear all drawings. Or if you want to save it, you can even save it, PNG, PDF. Once you select one, it'll go ahead and make that a PDF document. It'll save it. And when I close this Zoom session, it'll pop up on my desktop and say, here's your whiteboard. You can save it anywhere you want after that. So I can X out of there. So that's Zoom's version of a digital whiteboard. Something else I wanted to show you. Let me share my screen one more time. You'll also notice that in the toolbar, you have an annotate feature. So if I press annotate, anything, it just creates an overlay, if you would, right? So anything I'm currently sharing on this monitor, it creates an overlay and I can annotate over it. So just to prove a point, I'm not going to share anything content-wise. I'm not going to bring up a document. I'm just going to annotate right over this desktop, right? So click that annotate button, grab my pen, and I'm annotating right over my desktop. And it's capturing that the same way the whiteboard did. So I wanted to show you that as well. As you can see, there's a couple different ways to use this interactive monitor. It is fully touch. I can use my finger to do anything I can do with that pen. I can open a folder. Okay. See how that annotation is still live? It's just an overlay over anything I'm sharing. So anyways, yeah, I can go ahead and double click open documents. It is a full touch screen.